having just gotten back from a fantastic trip to Spain and Portugal, upon reflection, there's one thing that I would change. But before I say that, according to Philip's book, both places are fantastic places to live, I think. I enjoyed both of them. The one thing that I would change is my super heavy overpacked suitcase. Speaking of endings, this is a behavior that needs to be terminated. We literally did trains, planes, and automobiles. And I think my poor husband, I think his back would agree that it's time for me to change my ways. We essentially got off a plane, went right to a train station, had to shuffle everything onto a train, then went right to a car rental place, had to shuffle everything there. And then the whole trip entailed 1 to 2 nights at different hotels as we made our way all the way through Spain, up Portugal, and then back down and up again. So if you can imagine, there's a lot of shuffling going on. In light of that, I propose to end the insanity of my chronic overpacking. So I did a little research about packing efficiency, and I have committed to changing my ways. Now, just to give you an idea, if you see the green arrow, that's my beast in the corner. And you could see the orange one looks big, that's closest to the screen, but that black one is way back there and it looks bigger. So it's no joke. I think it might be an illness. I'm telling you, there's some mental thing going on here. And it weighed over 50 pounds. And I'm not going to tell you how much because I'm actually embarrassed. But it had that sticker of shame on it, the heavy load, whatever sticker that they do at the airport. So this is him lugging it because what happens is I can't handle it. So we're on this automated ramp going down to the train. And if you see the angle of his back, it's not good. And hence we are going to the chiropractor today, by the way, this afternoon. So the best strategies for packing efficiency I found were 3 things that really stood out. There's a lot of strategies, by the way, but these 3 things really kind of hit me. 1 is packing cubes, 2 is the rule of 3, and the 3rd is gadget control. Now, these packing cubes are the best invention ever, and I'm not going to lie, I already have this set of packing cubes and I did use it, but it's an 8-piece set. Did I need to use every single one and add more bags and toiletries? No, because this set, and it's sold off of Amazon if you're interested, and it's pretty cheap. It's under $20. It actually keeps you really organized because you could put clothing, shoes, toiletries, and that one cinch bag at the bottom I actually use for dirty clothes. So you get to get those separated out of the clean. And it really does keep you organized because if you stop at a hotel and you're shuffling through your things, if you put things back in those cubes, you always know where to find everything. So it was really helpful in that manner. But again, did I need to use all of them? I did not. So the most efficient way of cutting down I found on using all of these packing cubes is a method of folding called the roll method. So you can essentially roll all of your clothes, and some of you may be familiar with this method because I believe Marie Kondo, the queen of tidying up, totally endorses this. But you can use this in your dresser drawers or your packing, and it not only it essentially saves time because you can see everything at a glance because it's rolled up. So when they're folded, like I was doing, you still have to peel the layers off essentially to see what's underneath. Whereas here you get at a glance what you have available, and it actually fits into your space more efficiently. I believe it's a military way of packing clothing. So this I commit to trying the next time to save space. Now, the rule of three was the next thing that I came about, and this can apply either to your liquids, your shoes, or your clothing. When it comes to liquids, and you'll see the containers here, these are 3-ounce limited liquids, which TSA limits that for your carry-ons, but why not apply it also to your checked luggage? I don't know about you, but if I'm gone for about 7 to 10 days, I'm not going to use a whole lot of product. I don't need my regular size shampoo and conditioner, my big lotions and things like that. I can put them in these containers, and it's actually, and I use a lot of product, and I can make do with that. Essentially, if you're picky though, like I am, you could also do something. You can rely on your hotel for some of these products, right? So they usually have lotions, they've got shampoos and conditioners and things like that. But in this case, you can choose something like, oh, I'll just use that my own shampoo or my own conditioner, and I use the hotel shampoo. All right. Next is gadgets. Now, gadgets could be tricky because each gadget could have its own charger, which adds to the whole, load and heaviness and whatnot. So the best thing that you can do, or I'm sorry, this is accessories. Essentially, one other way of combating the overpacking is to choose a neutral color. If you choose a neutral color and you have 3 of everything, say 3 tops and 3 bottoms, you essentially have 9 outfits. And that's not even adding the shoes in there. And so that's why I'm saying accessories can make it a little bit more exciting, because if you add some lighter accessories, if you add a hat, sunglasses, some jewelry, you can essentially have endless outfits. Now, gadgets are another problem, as I mentioned, because of the chargers. And some of the things that you could do to cut down on the gadgets is do a lot of downloading before you leave your home, so you don't have to bring a book or something on top of a gadget. Use universal chargers. And if you're going out of the country, you could actually use a combination converter. And here's a picture of that, where you could fit several items onto one converter. Now, all of those things work, but as far as I'm concerned, the one rule that I am going to follow going forward is when in doubt, leave it out, because that's what happens is I get into this last minute maniac state where I add 50 things and I never end up using them. Here's a few shots. The end. I think I went over my time. This is a few shots from our vacation, obviously, and they're scattered between Spain and Portugal, and that's my daughter and my husband. Thank you.